In News 10 at 4, your health. Are you one of those who eats half of your meal while you're cooking it? Do you love a good snack at 10 p.m.? Well, today our fitness consultant, Dr. Mike Ormsby, joins us to talk about eating at home and things we can do to keep it healthy. This all sounds very familiar. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, our first question is breakfast really the most important meal of the day? What do you think?
Lisa, we get breakfast questions, and the media has touted breakfast as really the most important meal of the day. And they link it because of the boost in metabolism we can get. It's linked to better grades for children in school and better performance at work, not to mention sustained weight throughout life if you eat breakfast. So it is a very important meal. The problem is it's not just any breakfast. We need to put a caveat in there and say a healthy breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Because in this day and age, we're so worried about calorie intake, and we have such a problem with overweight and obesity. Nearly 60% of our country is overweight or obese. We need to make sure that breakfast isn't loaded with calories, because you can easily eat half of the calories you need for an entire day.
Just in the breakfast?
Just at breakfast.
Just in a Pop-Tart?
A healthy breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
And that would be a cereal, a high-fiber cereal, milk?
Right, you had a good lead-in with the sugar cereals, and we want to definitely limit the sugar we're taking in a cereal. Definitely go for a whole grain option, but try to get a healthy protein in there. We like to always encourage egg whites or eggs. We can do yogurt options, definitely fruit, skim milk. Those are all really good options to get you going in the morning.
Okay, great. Let's go to our next question. How can I avoid snacking while I cook dinner for my family?
Okay, so during that time, it's really easy to eat maybe 300 to 500 calories at a time. When I analyze diets from clients that I have, and I look specifically at that time period before dinner, it could be as much as 500 calories just eating while you're making dinner. So there are a couple of things I would suggest. One, brush your teeth. And two, put a piece of gum in. And the combination of chewing, because really you're just psychologically bored, and the fresh mouth will make you help you to stay away from just ingesting food because you're bored.
I've heard that before. Brushing your teeth really keeps you from wanting to eat then at that moment.
It definitely helps. Now, if you're actually hungry, physiologically hungry, then I would suggest just making sure you have healthy options available. If you put out a nice tray of fruit or vegetables and a little dip of hummus, and you can snack on that, you're going to get some good nutrients in and fill you up before dinner so you don't eat as much then.
And not high calorie. All right, our next question. Can I eat after 7 p.m.?
Eating late at night is something that many, many people have questions about. And I would say that it's not eating late that's the problem, it's what you eat late at night which is the problem. All right, so you can't go to pizza and wings and think you're going to continue to lose weight or maintain weight if you do that regularly. What I would suggest, and what I hope most people watching this segment, are becoming physically active. And people who are physically active need a more constant stream of nutrients. And so if you're going to eat at night, just try to make it a choice that's higher in protein and lower in a carbohydrate. So good options, something that I always go to, would be cottage cheese. That's a wonderful thing. It's a slow-releasing protein, and you can have that through the night. What you do want to avoid is anything high in sugar, any fried foods, because when you go to sleep and you're sedentary for the next 8 hours, not a good idea. So higher in protein would be the key for that later meal.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Ormsby.
Thanks for having me.
Us. And we want you to be able to ask Dr. Ormsby or any of our experts anything. Email us your questions, news10at4@WTEN.com.